It is 1345 BC, and you are a member of Pharaoh Akhenaten royal court in the Egyptian city of Amman. You wake up early, eager to get to work. You complete your morning rituals and make your way to the palace where the king has already begun his audience with advisors. It's going to be a big day, but first, something doesn't feel right. Something seems different. You can't put your finger on it. The royal court is missing its great appraisers. The head of the royal court, the one and only Nefertiti. Where is she? As you pepper courtiers with questions, their answers only add fuel to the fire. They haven't seen her in days, maybe weeks. But don't worry, they say. She's gone to Thebes. Oh yes. To receive her final reward for bringing down the rebel Hyksos and securing the kingdom. Surely the pharaoh will grant her a wish. Maybe land, perhaps treasure, and when she returns, there will be a victory celebration. Everyone will be invited. Just wait. Except what if they were lying? What if Nefertiti's betrayal was being hidden in plain sight, right under their very noses? Join us as we try to answer some of the world's greatest mysteries and ask some of the universe's biggest questions. From lost civilizations to modern crimes, we love digging into the details of amazing stories that have been buried by time or lost in the shuffle. Sometimes when exploring these tales, we find the answer we were looking for all along. Except sometimes those answers lead us to even more questions today. We're returning to the enigmatic tale of Egypt's Queen Nefertiti. Her story is well known. She was born in 1370 BC and married the then Prince Tutankhaten before he took the throne as Tut. Together, they ruled Egypt from 1332 to 1323 BC, but not long after. She disappeared from the historical record. Over the years, scholars have come up with a few prevailing theories to explain her mysterious absence. Some believe she was struck down by a disease, others that she was the victim of a political coup led by her own father, who became a pharaoh after her apparent death. Still, others believe that she died a natural death, but the circumstances surrounding her passing were manipulated by her successors to cover up something scandalous. But what if none of these theories were correct? What if the truth was far more sinister and closer than we ever thought? Join us as we dive into the royal court drama and attempt to answer. Was Nefertiti's assassin hiding in plain sight? We're going to start by rewinding a bit. Yes, we know the basic storyline of Nefertiti's disappearance, but now we're going to look at it through a new lens. Let's go back to that pivotal moment when Nefertiti left the royal court and headed to Thebes. Remember, according to the official narrative, she was traveling to claim her reward from the grateful pharaoh. Now we want you to keep an eye out for any potential red flags, anything that might suggest something else was going on. Let us examine the language used in historical accounts and see if we can spot any subtle changes in power dynamics or any hints of ulterior motives. When examining the royal court drama, we have to consider everyone present. Who had the opportunity and the motive to end Nefertiti's life? Well, we have her family, her father, and her mother, T. Both powerful figures in the royal court. Then there's her husband, Akhenaten, and his advisors, people like the scribe and priest, whose positions gave them access to the most powerful people in the kingdom. Of course, we also need to consider the priests of the old religion, who saw Akhenaten's religious reforms as a threat to their power and influence. So we need to ask, were any of these individuals missing from the court drama when Nefertiti went to Thebes? Was there anyone whose presence would cast suspicion on their involvement in her disappearance? If so, who were they? Why were they absent? Could their reasons for being away from the court be more than just a coincidence? In the coming scenes, we'll be on the lookout for a few key things. First, we'll watch for any official documents or records that seem to be missing or incomplete, especially those related to Nefertiti's supposed disappearance or death. Then we'll pay close attention to any changes in power dynamics or the roles and responsibilities of individuals in the royal court. Any sudden promotions or demotions, especially among Nefertiti's family and advisors, could be a clue. Finally, we'll analyze any historical texts or artwork that might contain hidden messages or symbolism related to Nefertiti's fate. Subtle changes in iconography or the omission of certain individuals from official records could provide valuable insights. Throughout this investigation, we'll bring in expert commentary to help us interpret the evidence and connect the dots. Now let's continue with the story. We arrive at Thebes, a strategic military outpost and a vital part of Egypt's defense system. The journey would have taken several weeks, and during that time, rumors would have spread like wildfire. The courtiers back in Amman gossip excitedly about what Nefertiti will receive as her reward. Will it be land, treasure, or perhaps a noble title? As the appointed day arrives, A delegation from Amarna arrives in Thebes bearing gifts for Nefertiti and word of the pharaoh's decision. But instead of the expected riches, they inform her that the pharaoh has granted her a new position as governor of Thebes. He wants her to oversee the city's defenses and ensure its continued prosperity. To her credit, Nefertiti accepts her new role graciously and immediately begins to work toward making a difference in Thebes. Her keen intellect and diplomatic skills quickly make her popular with the city's leaders and citizens alike. However, as months pass, whispers begin to circulate in both Thebes. People wonder why the great queen hasn't returned to the capital. Some say she's enjoying her new position and the change of scenery. Others claim she's sulking over her lack of riches. Still, others speak of strange occurrences in Thebes, as if something sinister lurks beneath the city's walls. The rumors grow louder, reaching the ears of the curious courtiers back in Amarna. Some become convinced that Nefertiti has been held hostage by Thebes. Others insist she's plotting with the city's leaders against her own people. The pharaoh becomes troubled by these rumors and decides to send a delegation to Thebes to investigate. He chooses carefully, selecting individuals known for their loyalty and discretion. Among them is a trusted advisor and Smenka's brother, who's been loyal to the crown for many years. They set off for Thebes, determined to uncover the truth and put an end to the growing unrest. Upon arriving in Thebes, the delegation is warmly received by Queen Nefertiti. She shows them around the city, pointing out its impressive fortifications and bustling marketplaces. She explains her efforts to improve the lives of the people and enhance the city's defenses. The delegation is impressed and satisfied, but their curiosity about her extended stay remains. After some gentle prodding, Nefertiti reveals her true feelings about her new role. She admits to missing her home in Amarna and expresses her desire to return. She assures the delegation of her loyalty to the pharaoh and her commitment to the kingdom. Touched by her sincerity, the delegation offers their support and pledges to relay her message to the pharaoh. They depart from Thebes, bringing with them Nefertiti's warm regards and her request to return to Amarna. Back in Amarna, the delegation presents their findings to the pharaoh, emphasizing Nefertiti's dedication to her role and her desire to return home. Relieved and reassured, the pharaoh agrees to her return. He sends a message back to Thebes inviting her and his delegation to return to the capital. The entire court eagerly awaits their arrival, eager to hear firsthand about Thebes and its impressive fortifications. And there we have it. The scene is set. Our delegation is back in Amarna and all seems right with the kingdom. But behind the closed doors of the palace, a different story is unfolding. The pieces of the puzzle are falling into place, and a shocking revelation awaits. We hope you've enjoyed this sneak peek into the world of ancient Egypt and the intriguing tale of Nefertiti's disappearance. What do you think happened to her? Do you agree with the rewriting of her story? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on our latest videos.